this morning's dreams. I gather myself here. Um, that's right. Okay, the first dream that I had was set at a swamp. It was a very swampy swamp. It was steamy. It was muggy and hot. There was a bunch of slimy stuff on top of the water. There were alligators there. There were cicadas. It was your classic swamp. Um, I vaguely remember people there. The feeling was pretty relaxed, almost a little bit excited, and we had this big device that was like a cross between one of those directors' clipboards and um, and a ruler, a constructor's, or what are those? I can't think. One of those, a fucking level. It was like one of those directors' clipboards. I don't know what those are called. When they go action clip to mark the sound. But it was that, only it had a level on top of it. And you could, like, there was a portion on it you could slide. And when you slid the little thing, it would make someone's life go away. You could, like, turn their life force volume up and down. It's really weird. And so there was this dude who was almost like a circus ringleader who was like bringing people in for me to judge with this director's clipboard sliding ruler thing. And so even though everyone was laughing in the dream and I was even kind of entertained, the person that was put on trial, I'm sure, wasn't having a very good time, because that's kind of what this dream had the feeling of. So the next part of the dream, I remember there was a guy with black hair, really pale skin, and a windbreaker on, and he was like dangling above the swamp. And then they all looked at me like they were waiting for me to make the judgment. Um, and then for some reason I couldn't reach the little slider thing to articulate it, to make the judgment. So I reached out with my foot and I did it with my foot. And that really stood out to me for some reason. I've never done anything with my foot in a dream, so that was odd. I've also never dreamt of a swamp or alligators before, so that was a new dreamscape. That was interesting. Okay. Another dream I remembered. Yes, that's right. It was under the sea, under the sea, which I think I've had maybe one other dream about being underwater. And it was, so I was underwater and I could kind of feel the pressure of water, but I could just fine. Nothing looked or felt wet. It was kind of like watching SpongeBob SquarePants. It was like that kind of world. And in the dream, I was receiving gifts for some reason, like maybe it was my birthday or something. But there was this little box, and this woman was very excited, and she gives me this box, and I open it, and I unfold this big, luxurious, antique white rabbit's fur coat. Don't know why. Don't even wear fur. But yeah, I got it. It was really big too. It was just this big queen like robe. And I remember thinking that in the dream, like, well, god damn, this was unexpected. This was just supposed to be like a casual thing. This is a very, very fancy gift. This is a queen's robe. Um, and I do remember in the dream finding it odd that the coat wasn't wet and how light it was for being um, a fur coat that was underwater. um, oh, yeah, I did have another dream. I started rolling over and recording, like taking little notes really, really quick, like on my phone. So uh, that's why I'm remembering these. Otherwise, I only would have remembered this last one that I'm about to tell you about, which was very, very short. I woke up, and this was just about 15 minutes ago, probably. So it was a very late in the morning dream, and I was this was first person view, which is actually kind of rare for me. And I was a little kid, and I was at this like in the stadium, and there's all this stuff going on. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. I feel so small and so involved in the scene. That's what the emotion was. And then throughout the dream, I did eventually become an adult. Um, so I'm looking around. There's like camouflaging. There's noises, excited people, and then I notice motors, and I hear a big speaker with an announcer, and I don't remember what they were saying, but I do remember growing up. So all of a sudden, I'm not a little kid. I'm this fancy woman, this lady, and I've got like this mesh like Sunday hat on. I've got fucking gloves on. I'm dressed like it's the Victorian era and I'm going to church on Easter Sunday. It was really weird, especially considering that I just then realized that I'm at a monster truck show specifically to see Gravedigger. And that's why I started out as 6 year old me, because 6 year old me thought Gravedigger was the coolest shit ever. And I really wanted to go see a live monster truck show um, to see Gravedigger, but that was a wish that died with my youth. No. But there was more to that dream. So once I was like this full grown lady, there was some kind, I don't remember who said it, if it was the announcer or like my chaperone or something. But then it was made known to me that ladies should not watch Gravedigger or any monster trucks at all, really, but especially Gravedigger, because it's just too exciting for our delicate nature. That was really random, but that was the dream. And then I woke up. I woke up kind of giggling because it's just a really fucking silly dream. Um, okay, that's those are all my dreams. And I'm pretty sure that I only would have remembered that very last one if I didn't try a new technique, and that was just simply having my phone on airplane mode right next to me. Then when I have a dream, I usually wake up and I just hit the record button and record my voice in the dark. Because by the time I woke up and came to record this, I had forgotten about the swamp dream and the SpongeBob square coat dream. Ribbit. Um, oh yeah, and I'm pretty fucking upset. I can't find my cat still, especially after dreaming about her death yesterday morning. As you can imagine, I'm doubly upset, doubly concerned. It was very upsetting because that's all I can think about is the image in my dream. But yeah, so hopefully, hopefully she was just hiding out for the night, and I'll find her. Okay.